we're going to add Hurston in our tuna slots today. There should be one underneath your desk. Does anybody have an extra book?
There's one over here.
There's one on the floor.
Okay, can you hand me
I got
one?
somebody else.
There's one on the ground. And there's one.
You got one.
You got one?
He got one.
Oh, it's
I
on
need
his
one for
desk.
them.
I don't have
Oh, y'all better get up and look for it.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Is that 292? Yes. Actually, let's do 297. That's the last page. Okay.
Wait. What? 297.
Are we on 297 anyway?
Yeah, we were on 297.
Oh.
Okay. Title and author, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first box. What's the title of the essay?
How it feels to be colored.
How it feels to be colored me. Who's the author?
Zora Neale Hurston.
Okay, write that down, ladies and gentlemen. In our Tunis log. This is going to help you with your research papers.
I got 2 full.
Excellent. So you're going to write a great research paper. This is scaffolding for your research paper. It's going to be really helpful. Because
When do we do our research?
we're going to do that 2 weeks from now. Another one? Of course.
Miss, is it gonna be like? Are you gonna help me with everything? Or you gonna help me to do? I'm gonna help you with everything. Oh, okay.
Project is due next month, right?
Okay. You focus? What's the next square in your logs?
Brief summary of selection.
So what was this selection about that we read?
That's about being colored.
Being colored? Who is colored in this selection?
Black people.
I mean, Zora Neale Hurston.
Zora Neale Hurston is colored in this selection. And when does she first realize that she's a colored girl?
When she left to Jackson.
When she moves to Jacksonville. How old was she when she moved to Jacksonville?
13.
At 13.
30. So that's our summary.
So, your summary would be growing up in Florida and finding out that people treat you differently based on your skin color at 13. That's when she first realized it.
So can we just write that down?
Yes, you can write that down in your summary selections.
What?
Okay, so what do we write for it?
That will. What do you think the tone of the text is? Is Zora sad? Is she upset? Or is she defiant? Is she proud? She's defiant. How do we know that from the text? What is she doing? She's sharpening something.
She's sharpening the oyster knife.
Yes. And why is she doing that?
Because she's trying to get some pearls.
She's trying to get some pearls. Okay.
I was right.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
So this is a metaphor, correct? We studied metaphors. The most beautiful metaphor in the world. Why is that, Elijah?
Because Miss F said so.
That is a good metaphor.
Oh,
It's a poignant metaphor.
it's
Very poignant.
It's very poignant. Yes. I am so glad you're using the vocabulary I'm teaching
Yes.
you. That's great.
What's macro club mean? Big, figure?
Oh, macrotus. Macrotus. Huge ears. That was the prefixes and
So
suffixes.
sharpening the oyster knife was the definition, right?
Yes. The sharpening of the oyster knife is part of the summary.
Oh.
Part of the summary. Okay, everybody done with the summary? Okay. Definition of Tunis. Let's read that last paragraph again on page 297 when she talks about us all being different colored bags. Who wants to be my reader?
I'll read it.
Okay, any one of you, go ahead.
I'll read it.
With passion.
When the maid, I feel like a brown bag of mescaline crouched against a wall. Against a wall, accompanied with other bags, white, red, and yellow. Poured out the contents, and there discovered a jumble of small things, priceless and worthless. A first water diamond, an empty spool, bits of broken glass, length of string, a key to a door long since crumpled away. A rusty knife blade, an old shoe saved for a road that never was and never will be. A nail bent under the weight of being too heavy for any nail. A dry flower too still a little fragrant. In your hand is the brown bag. On the ground before you is the jumble it held. So much like the jumble in the bags, could they be empty? That all might be dumped in a single heap of the bags are filled without altering the content of any greatly. A bit of colored glass, more or less, will no matter. Perhaps that is the great stuffer of bags filled in the first place. Who knows?
Who is the great stuffer of bags?
God.
God is. And what is God doing? Yes, William? Oh, I'm sorry. What's God doing? He's stuffing these bags of different colors, right? So what quote can you use from that paragraph to define two-ness? Look at that paragraph and tell me what quote would you use. Anybody?
Can you ask that one?
Okay. Can you pick a quote from the last paragraph that defines two-ness?
Can the last sentence be one?
Huh?
Can the last sentence be one?
A bit of colored glass, more or less, would not matter. Perhaps that is how the great stuffer of bags filled them in the first place. Who knows? It could be one if you go ahead and explain what that last sentence means. So,
They say who knows. So you can't explain it.
well, so what is the last sentence talking about?
Who is the great stuffer of bags?
Okay. So who is the great stuffer of
God.
God? God is. And what is God doing? He is...
Of them bags.
Okay, but they are all different colored
Bags.
bags. But is he putting the same things in all the bags?
No.
Okay. But how do people judge you? Is it based on what is inside, what's in the bag, or what's outside, what you look like?
So,
So you can put in that quote, but then you would have to explain that people are judged based on what they look outside versus what they're inside. Or